Oh, Pat Random back. It says it's not Pat Random. Big shocker. I've done this intro a billion times. You can
Okay,
talk now.
so as you can see, today we are doing another tier list with Mr. Epic Gamer Nathan. Um, it's of the 50 states. And Nathan, we don't need an I don't know category this time because we know basically everything about, not everything, but we know things about all the states, right? I'm going to take
I
that as a
can't say I
yes.
know much about North Dakota other than that it's like the worst Dakota.
Anyways, let's dive right into it. Alabama.
I like incest. Put it in S.
I wasn't going to be the first one to make that joke. Alaska. It's pretty cold. You get paid to live there because of the oil reserves there. Actually, like
Yeah, but nobody
$1,600
cares
a
about
year.
Alaska. Who's the last person who actually cared about Alaska?
You remember Miss Leonardo, the our teacher?
Okay, but
She
what
she
what
lived she
what?
lived in Alaska before she moved to
Okay,
Indiana.
but I don't like Mrs. Leonardo.
That's
So
I
yeah,
don't
put
like
it
her either.
in.
Let's
Put
put
it
it
in
B
D
tier.
tier.
Oh, D tier.
No, put it in D tier.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Oh,
You can get a fine. It's illegal to say Arkansas in Arkansas.
I'm aware. Let's put it in C
What?
tier because it's a dumb state.
It's the worst Kansas. Arizona.
I've been to Arizona.
Yeah, and you always flex about it, so put it in C tier for I don't want to hear any more about it.
Well, you actually, I can't name a
Fun
state that
fact.
you've been to that I haven't. I was gonna say
Mm-hmm.
New York, but I've been to New York before.
Okay. Fun fact. Only three countries, excluding the United States, have a higher GDP than California. And those countries, I think, are Germany, China, and Japan. So that
I
being
believe
said, put
so.
it in D tier.
It's just, you know,
It's a
Colorado.
dumb
It's a
state.
rectangle. My mom knows someone from
But it does have
Colorado.
weed. It has weed.
Other states have weed. It was just the first one to make weed legal.
Exactly. It was a pioneer. Put it in B tier for Snoop Dogg.
Connecticut, small.
Not the smallest though. If you're gonna be small, at least, be the smallest.
You know,
You don't need to be so
when you look at a
lame. Put
map
it
of America, it looks like they made the West Coast before the right coast because they all the West
the
Coast
right coast.
states,
What?
all the West
The
Coast
west coast before the right coast.
before the East Coast. I meant to say East Coast, but because on the West Coast, all the West Coast states are so large, and then they get smaller and smaller as you go east, like they're running out of room to make 50. If you know what I mean.
Okay, sure.
Connecticut,
Put it in A tier.
interesting. District of Columbia, it's not really a state.
D tier is not even a real state.
Delaware,
Delaware.
it's also pretty small.
It was the first state, so put it in B tier because it started this godforsaken country.
Florida,
It used to belong to the Spanish and it has the Fountain of Youth. Put it in S for I wanna stay young.
when did we find the Fountain of Youth?
That's what the guy said. It was in Florida.
Who's the guy?
Ferdinand Magellan, I think. If I'm
Okay,
wrong, I don't.
Georgia. It's also a country, but I can assume that the country Georgia was made before Georgia.
Put it in D tier because Georgia's a bad country.
Oh,
From my
Hawaii.
exactly 0 minutes of research.
It was made it was made in the same year as Alaska, or as
Made?
state. It wasn't. I didn't mean made, but
Jesus
it
Christ.
became a state in the
Well,
same year, 1959, I believe.
so put it in A tier because it tried its best to not be part of the United States.
I know someone from Hawaii.
Okay, well they're probably dumb.
Idaho, they got potato.
Put it in P for potato.
What's the closest looking to P? B. I'd say B's the closest looking to B. P. Illinois.
You get shot. Put it in S
That's
for
just
shoot.
Chicago.
No, that's pretty much the entirety of Illinois. Put it in S.
Okay, now here's our home state.
It's not very good, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's quite a boring state.
It has one of the lowest rates of child predators, though,
Mm.
or sexual assault people. Has the one of the fewest numbers. I think it has one of the fewest uh sex offenders per 100,000 people.
There's a I believe Indiana's one of the least polluted states. I'm pretty sure. It
No,
is.
Patrick, I think it's one of the most polluted states.
I looked at an article. It was like California, Texas, the big uns, the big ones.
Well, I think it has it's one of the most or one of the most affected.
You're glitching out a lot. I'm not picking up a single word you're putting down here. I'm sorry, folks. We'll figure this out. And we're back. We have fixed the problem with actually with Nathan's Discord. It's quite simple. Um, but anyways, Nathan, we talked about Indiana, our home state, sufficiently. What are we gonna give it?
C for corn.
We make the most popcorn. Iowa makes the most corn, which is a great segue because
So
Iowa's the
put it
next
in
one.
C for corn.
Kansas, it's pretty flat.
C for corn. Put it
Kentucky,
in C for corn. Kentucky, put it in
they got
B
Louisville.
for caves. Put it in B for caves, because caves have bats in them.
Louisiana,
I
they
don't think it
basically
has
when a
caves.
hurricane hits them, that people just start dying.
Patrick, you didn't.
Yeah, I realized that I shouldn't have made
Put
that
it in
joke.
S so we don't offend any Louisianians off of the joke that we just made. Even though it's definitely not S-ranked state.
Yeah, I'd say
Maine, I nearly got killed by a flying lobster there.
you never went to
But
Maine. When did you go to Maine?
when we went to New England,
You went to New
we went to
England?
Maine, Patrick.
You did?
Yes.
I guess you have been to a state that I haven't been to before then.
We went to like the entirety of New England, other than like 2 states.
Okay, let's talk about this after the video, after the recording. Okay, Maine. What are we gonna give it? Because I know someone who went to Maine over Labor Day weekend. He's in my class's
Yeah, it's a
tech
dumb
chip.
state. Put it in A.
Maryland. It looks like the. It's one of
It
the.
looks
It's
like a Tommy gun.
yeah. It's one of the two states that look like guns. That Maryland and Massachusetts.
So put it in S tier, because it looks like a gun. Put
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts in D tier, because it looks like a gun, and that's bad.
Michigan. It's divided into two places, and the only city that people care about is Flint and Detroit.
All right, Patrick. Add a new tier.
Oh, also, um,
Doesn't matter what color it is. Patrick, you added it above.
oh crap. How do I go?
Patrick, this is.
I'm just gonna move it over here.
Patrick.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. New. What is it? What is it? What are we doing? Bad, very.
Well, just put it Detroit. There you go. You spelled it wrong, but just leave it. Okay.
Anyways, it says on the signs pure Michigan. I think the only part of Michigan that is pure is the UP, the Upper Peninsula.
Mm-hmm. All right, now that we added that new tier,
And
put
then,
Michigan in A.
Mackinac Island's pretty cool as well.
All right,
Minnesota,
Minnesota.
the land of lakes.
So put it in L for lakes.
Where's L? The closest looking to L is C. Mississippi.
Not really.
Okay, what's the closest looking to L? A, B.
It would be C.
Mississippi, MISSI, PPI.
Put it in C for complex. Too complex.
Mis-
Missouri. Put it in C for corn. Put it with the corn states.
St. Louis is pretty
I'll put it
cool.
with the corn states. Put it with Indiana, Iowa, and
Oh
Kansas.
yeah. Montana, they got I'm pretty sure no, Wyoming has most of Yellowstone part. Montana has a little
They
bit
have
of
some.
Yellowstone. Yeah.
So put it in B tier because it is okay.
Nebraska, corn,
Nebraska, put it with the corn states.
Nevada. They got gambling and Area 51. What else do you want?
Laws.
I don't think they exist in Nevada.
Put it in S for cool.
New Hampshire. Did you go to New Hampshire when you stay on your escapade to New England?
I think it was either New Hampshire or Vermont that we didn't go to.
Mm.
Vermont, it's a
I said New
state.
Hampshire. We're doing New Hampshire.
I'm sorry, New Hampshire is a state. Put it in C for state.
Joyzy. We're Joyzy.
Put it in D tier, obviously.
New Mexico.
I'll let you take a judgment call on this.
It's a square with like a little jut down here. I think New Mexico. It's got a pretty simple flag, but it's a pretty cool flag.
Mm-hmm.
Also at Albuquerque, they have like those hot air balloons every year or some crap. New Mexico. What are
Sure.
we giving it? Let's give it a I'll give it an A tier. New York, New York.
City's so great they named it twice or whatever the thing is.
Yeah,
The city's so nice they named it twice. Is that what it is?
probably. I genuinely don't think New York's that nice, especially because they have the Bronx.
Mm-hmm. I've been to the top floor. I've been to the top floor of the One World Trade Center.
Because when I went to New York, I went to upstate New York.
Ah, yes, upstate New York.
I
It's an
went
Albany expression.
I went
It's
to I got to see Niagara Falls and then Lake Placid.
mm. Yeah, we actually went to New York, New York. It was okay. It was very
Up
dirty.
Upstate New York's quite nice, especially at winter. There was like 7 inches of snow there every day.
Hmm. Put it in S for snow.
Upstate New York's quite nice. North Carolina,
North Car-
it's South Carolina but north.
it's the worst Carolina.
Oh, that's where
Put it
Mr. Beast is
in.
from.
Oh God, put it in Detroit. That was my last resort for any state, but I'm putting it in Detroit. North Dakota, put it in S tier because it's the worst Dakota. It's the worst state. Nobody wants to go to North Dakota,
North Dakota is the worst state
so put it
because
in S.
it's got like nothing there. Ohio, Detroit. I'm not even gonna ask for your opinion.
Oklahoma, they have the Sooners and the other one.
All I know about
Put it.
Oklahoma is that it's got a pretty funky panhandle.
Yeah, put it in A for Pan. And
Oregon, it's like
Oregon,
the less
E.
bougie Washington.
Put it in. Uh, put it with Colorado wherever you put it. I'll
It's
put
over
it in B
here.
tier next to Colorado. 'Cause it got that weed. Pennsylvania.
I went
I've
to.
been there.
I've also have been there.
I went to Scranton, and it was only the office. That's all I have to say. Put it in C tier because the office isn't very good.
Rhode Island. It's not even an island.
It's the worst state. We went to Providence.
I thought we said
Like
North Dakota was the worst state.
no, okay, I'm changing that to Rhode Island. We went to Providence, and there was literally like the heart of Providence, and there was literally nobody there. I'm not even exaggerating. There might have been like 10 cars we saw in the heart of the capital of Rhode Island, and we didn't see like anybody, and the entire place was really worn down.
Hmm. What are we gonna give
So
it?
put
That
put it
sounds
in
like
S tier.
you just described Detroit, but
Put it in S tier. Yes.
South Carolina.
No.
It's North Carolina, but South.
Yeah. So
Without Mr. Beast, but though without Mr. Beast. Nathan doesn't like Mr. Beast for your context.
I don't. Put it in an S tier because it doesn't have Mr. Beast.
South Dakota, North Dakota, but South and also better.
Much better. Put it in D tier because it has the president.
Tennessee. It's like Mississippi. It's got a lot of double letters.
It's like Mississippi but rotated.
Also,
So put
if it lost a couple pounds, Tennessee's a little thin.
So put it in B tier, just despite every Mississippian.
Texas. I hate Texas. Did I ever tell you that?
Fair. Yes.
They say everything Texas is the biggest state, but they don't realize Alaska's 2 times larger.
2 times.
I don't know why I said times like that.
Put it in Detroit. Put it in Detroit since that's the only thing lower than Alaska.
Utah. It's funky looking
Utah.
shape. Also,
It's
they
got
they,
them
they preach the
Mormons.
Lord there. They preach the Lord and Savior there, a lot.
Yeah, they got them Mormons. Put it in D tier. Because I don't think there are any Mormons who are watching this.
Vermont. I don't think anyone's watching this, Nathan. Vermont.
Fair. I like how they shaped it after a V for Vermont, so put it in S tier.
You know,
was a good
Vermont
design
in
choice.
French means green mountain.
Ew.
Virginia. It's like West Virginia, but regular.
It's like West Virginia, but not.
Yeah. I've never been to Virginia. Have you?
I've been a handful of times.
Oh wait, I've been to Virginia. I was like 2 years old. I don't remember anything from it.
I've been there a handful of times, and it was pretty cool.
What would you give it then?
Put it in B for cool.
Washington.
Put it with the weed.
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
I've been
S
to West
tier because same.
because
S tier because there's a good song.
Wisconsin, they got cheese.
Put it in C for cheese.
Also, they made Culver's, which both of us quite enjoy.
They said they did. Wyoming. The third worst state.
No
It's
one
literally
lives
just
there.
a square.
Nathan, there are literally, in the entire state of Wyoming, there are 4 escalators.
I already knew that. Put it in S tier.
Nathan, our county in Indiana has more people than Wyoming.
I am aware of that. Also, why are you saying our county? People know where we live, Patrick.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a secret at this point?
No. Do you want to go ahead and tell them?
I mean, I won't go out of my way to tell them.
Okay, then it's not going to be revealed to people
Also,
that
to that
already
one
know.
Indonesian subscriber, hi.
I think he was Malaysian.
Are you assuming their gender, Patrick?
I don't think nationality is a gender.
Alright, well, to that one person from those islands down south in Asia, hello. Greetings from the United States. And I
From
have
the
to go.
better
Goodbye.
country.
We are a better country. Goodbye.
Bye.